So yeah, this is a prop from the film. I worked on it, but I'll try not to be biased. Hello you creepy doll connoisseurs, I'm Ryan, your host for The Toast, and this time we're talking about The Boy. So The Boy stars Walking Dead star Lauren Cohan as the new nanny for an eccentric British family. More specifically their son Brahms, who's not your average 8-year-old, given that he's made of porcelain and is creepy as shit. So Lauren Cohan's character Greta, why they picked the name Greta I'll never know. Yeah, perfectly normal American name. No offense to anyone named Greta, but who's named Greta nowadays? So pretty quickly Greta's left alone in this big old mansion with a creepy doll. Oh, so it's just another creepy doll movie, you ask? Well, not really. This one takes its time to let the doll really sink in a bit instead of just bombarding you right from the start with creepy supernatural shit. And I gotta say, the doll does a really good job of starting to creep you out. I mean, it's a sheer white porcelain shiny face. It looks like a little ghost child in a suit. And working on the set of this movie, I can tell you that the doll is that creepy in real life. Now, with making a creepy doll movie, everything really hinges on that doll. And after a while of spending with it, me and my friends were starting to chuckle every time the doll was staring at you on screen. Not that he's funny or cheesy, but after a while you kind of sympathize with the doll and you start seeing him as more sassy and mischievous and scary. And in that regard, it did give you a different air of a doll movie than say, Annabelle did. Well, you knew I'd be mentioning Annabelle. Everyone's going to make parallels to Annabelle, and that movie sucked. So the more time you spend with the doll Brahms, the more it kind of develops. Too much time, in fact, though. This movie definitely has some pacing issues, and it's all stuck in one location. Mansions full of taxidermy animals are inherently creepy, and especially ones out in the middle of nowhere, where you're stuck with a possessed child doll. And therein lies some problems. It suffers from a lot of cliche horror movie stuff, like the phones aren't working, there's no cell reception, the secret's in the attic, there's doors slam when they don't expect them to. So in that way, I wouldn't say the movie is actually that scary, because you've seen it all before, and it all hinges on the doll. Greta handles it well in the movie. It's fun to watch her go through these stages of being scared, being terrified, then being kind of curious, being accepting, being paranoid, and then finally doing all these tests to see if the doll's actually moving. And eventually, she kind of gives into it, but I guess that's because of her kind of messed up backstory. Oh yeah, there's also like a delivery guy love interest thing that is there. Basically just as another character to get bludgeoned. The one trope I am really sick of though is the nightmare sequences where you actually see what you want to see about like, the doll's alive, it's doing things, but oh no, it's a nightmare, and you just kind of, oh thank goodness it was all a dream. Wasn't that doll over there before? I gotta give props to the kid who played Brahms in the old photographs, like the real life kid, because he has the best deadpan creepy stare of any child I have ever seen. So this movie tries too hard to keep you in suspense and having you wait and wait and wait for this doll to actually do something, and it just makes you wait too long. Too much movie, not enough climax, and so many unanswered questions and like, oh, why didn't they just do this? Why didn't they just do that? But the design was fantastic. I can't say too much more about the film without giving away the twists, but it's been done better. Check out Housebound and you'll see what I mean. Hey, if you're a creepy doll fan, you might get a few chuckles out of this movie, but as a standalone horror movie, it's really not that scary. Go to bed, Brahms. You've been a naughty boy, Brahms. Why are you looking at me like that, Brahms? Brahms, put down the violin. Brahms? No! No! Overall, I'd have to give this a rating of beans on toast. Meh. Perfectly functional piece of toast, and the beans on top are a bit of flavour just for creepy doll fans, but you're not really going to get anything else out of it. What do we say at the end of the show, Brahms? That's right. Cheers. Such a good boy. Yeah, I came away with the violin from the start of the movie too. I'm sure Brahms won't mind.